About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
And taken down just shy of the 40. So you look at this Bronco defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Now Sims.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Sims.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Steelers.
60 Vikings, 60, personal 80. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
2nd and 4. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's the freshest.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
To throw is Nix. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Nix to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Bombers, ready.
On play action, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble and second down.
The Broncos are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Ready. 44.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Less than a yard.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just holding straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Oh, my son!
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Franklin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Oh, my son! Ready!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw again. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and 12. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that?
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes... it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh my God! Huddle. Ready.
Off the play fake, Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Oh my God! Ready.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good. So maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle when these defenses throw at him.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing Nix.
Going right side here, and it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
To throw, here's Nix.
And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Oh, my son.
A give. Dalvin's trying the right side.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Now it's Nix.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Go, go. Captain. Ready?
Back to throw. Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. We're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sims going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Now they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he
It's into enemy territory.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence the big plays are out there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Nick's to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he caught it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Following the fumble recovery, Sims. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Sims. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Short one there to Fryermuth. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First down.
Go, go.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now to the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
7-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw again. Nick's going to keep this himself. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Sims. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Come on.
Here's Sims. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 53 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
The 47-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Nix to the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So that gives him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted them.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the stick.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turned out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now 2nd and 3. One play action. Here's Nix.
His throw incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And just shutting him off there. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Take Dell.
65 yards.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score. Broncos 23. Steelers 21. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Nick's going to keep this himself. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Hold the ready.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready. 65. 79. 18. 5 here. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Throwing to start the drive. Sims. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
79 Broncos. 19.
Back to throw. Sims. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sims. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
19. 19 Lions.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Off the play fake. Nix. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a win here for the Broncos, and it was